Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 735S-GLD-N. This is a gold anodized aluminum door sweep is what it is. This is one of my favorite Hager sweeps. Here's why. A very small profile of architectural metal, very aesthetically pleasing, and that's why a lot of people will choose this one, because there's less metal to overwhelm the look of what's being done. The neoprene is certainly very high performance. That's the -N in the part number. This model features a flap that goes back behind the aluminum extrusion and between the face of the door. That allows any sort of moisture that might creep in behind the extrusion to be retarded by that neoprene flap that's there. So the 735S is representative of this profile. The -GLD stands for gold, naturally. The -N stands for neoprene. Now this door sweep is going to be available in 3 different finishes, and what that specifically will be, obviously the GLD for gold, the MIL for mill finish, which is certainly very common, and then the DBA, which is dark bronze anodized. This gold finish is going to very much complement polished brass hardware, that sort of look that you'll have, let's say, on the exterior pair of doors, wood style and rail doors, to a retail space, maybe a clothing store that has brass hardware. This would complement that very well. The insert material, N is for neoprene again, EDPM, which is a bit less flexible but very dense synthetic rubber as well. TPE, thermoplastic elastomer, is available as well, and then silicone. Ultimately, the question becomes what should be used. TPE is very good. It's very impervious to exposure to ultraviolet, even though it's less dense. The EPDM is very good because it has a sponge type sort of consistency to it. Neoprene is a very common one, what people really most think of. The downside of it being that it's a bit less flexible. You'll need to be careful when you're installing it so that not to require that to move to very much. Silicone is also very common as well, and it's a very good caliber item. Certainly very high performing, will operate very well with exposure to extreme temperatures, and will stay a bit more flexible than this piece of neoprene. It's a door sweep. You're going to use it in those applications. Obviously, something a little bit larger and heavier duty will be more commonly seen in commercial applications than residential, but there'd be nothing from preventing you from using this in a residential application, except that it might just be a bit overkill for what you're doing. Available on the site in several different lengths. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is if you had to take this 48-inch piece and cut it down to, say, 44-inch or 42-inch, you'd eliminate that slotted hole there. Then the next slotted hole is all the way over here. It's nice to have the slotted hole from the factory because it allows you to tailor the door sweep onto a sill that's not level, which is very common, or maybe a frame that's not plumb, or not square in the opening. You might be using it as an astragal. I've had people use this as a large astragal as well, just to cover the seal between 2 doors. And the ability to tailor that, whether it's horizontally or laterally, vertically, however you're installing it, is absolutely crucial. Because having a seal that's effective is the goal. Having a seal that's ineffective, whether not making adequate contact, which gives in effect no seal whatsoever, or having too much contact and then the door doesn't operate properly, your closer may not be able to get the door latched even though it can get it mostly closed. That's ineffective, and those slotted holes will help compensate not only for door and frame conditions, but for when you're pre-drilling those screw holes. That drill bit has a tendency to just walk a little bit before it pierces through if you've not used a center punch. Okay? So it's crucial to have that slotted hole there. If you order a custom length, we'll not only locate that first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, but the proper center to center as well. Speaking of those slotted holes, screws are included in a complementary finish. They look like they're about a number 6 by 5/8 or so. Dimensionally, there's an image below this video showing everything important dimensionally about it. You can see the height of the extrusion. Hager has it at 3/4 inch. That's certainly not correct. This is going to be closer. Yeah, I mean 11/16, very close. 15/16 on the neoprene. Give you an overall height of 1 11/16. Thickness of the material is 1/4 inch. Hager is a comprehensive provider of commercial weather stripping products and some residential material too. But what's very interesting about Hager is that they are a comprehensive provider of all things commercial and many residential pieces of hardware as well. Not only weather stripping, but exit devices, door closers, lock sets, trim and auxiliary hardware, continuous geared aluminum hinges. But it's their namesake, Hager hinge, that they're most commonly known for when it comes to the world of all things commercial or industrial or architectural and residential hinges. It's hinges that people think of Hager first and foremost, but they are able to supply you the entire spectrum of commercial hardware. Any questions on the Hager 753S-GLD-N gold anodized neoprene door sweep or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.